We're looking at a 2003 Honda Odyssey EX. It's got the 5-speed automatic transmission, and it's a little hard to tell, but back here underneath that wiring harness there is a oil jet fitting, and that was a dealer install onto the drain, or the fill plug rather, of the transmission to help with some transmission issues. And what I'm going to do is continue the process of flushing the transmission. Yesterday I didn't have any Honda DW1 automatic transmission fluid, so I got some cheap Mercon 3 fluid, which the technical bulletin says is okay, along with the Seafoam transmission flush, and drove about 50 miles. And then today I'm going to do the next flush with Honda DW1, and then tomorrow do the last flush again with Honda DW1 and replace my crush washer. This is the color of my automatic transmission fluid that came out. Definitely brown, not even a hint of red in it really. Milky, foamy, and I was starting to get some hesitations and shudders when shifting, and decided to do the flush. And the van is new to me, but it's been about 60,000 miles or so since it had a transmission service, which was from the dealer. So that fitting right there that's got the squeeze hose clamp on it is the one for the oil jet, and it's really easy to take out. There's a bolt right down there. I believe it's a 12 millimeter, and you take it out and it disconnects that bracket, and then the oil jet just pops right out. It makes filling really easy and quick. And if you're getting ready to do this service, or you've done it before, then you should already know all about the draining aspect of it, which is right over here, this big guy right there. So pretty easy to do this, pretty simple. Yesterday I had the front end way higher than the back end on my ramps, and today I reversed the way the van's situated, and the back end is a little bit closer to level with the front end, with the slope of my driveway. So I'm going to measure and see how much comes out this time, and how much versus how much came out last time. So this is after one flush. I'm doing the second drain and refill, and there's a whole lot less, it's a little bright there, junk on the magnet in the drain plug. But the color of my half good, half bad transmission fluid, hard to see there, is about the same as it was yesterday with the first flush. So after this second one, when I do the last one, we'll see how well it turns out. Okay, Ben, be smarter than the phone. Use the flashlight that is provided on there. Okay, we'll see if we can see this bolt we're getting to down here. It's on the way down there. If you can't see it, it At least you can tell by the surrounding stuff probably where it is. This bolt seemed like it was on a little tighter than the drain bolt actually when I took it off. But both of these hadn't been touched for quite a while, so. There we go. This is my first car repair maintenance how-to video. Obviously I'm shooting it myself in the dark. Might not be obvious, but it's cold. It's close to 40 degrees. So bear with me, but I didn't find too much on these Odysseys with the oil jet, so I thought there might be a market or a need for this. So all you do once you get this bolt loosened up is take it out. I like to go this way. Helps that I tried and messed this up enough yesterday to figure it out. Here's the bolt. And then for the oil jet, you just grab it. It's a hard fitting, so you pull it up. Hard fitting attached to or a hard line attached to a soft line. Pull it up, bend it around the brake lines there. Look at it. This oil jet, I don't know if it did anything for my transmission or not, but I don't know, 65,000 miles or 60,000 miles of use with no failures, but starting to, and you can see the fill hole right down there. So time for the long funnel. First drain a little, well, pretty much 3.5 liters, which you know is close to 3.5 quarts. And I put a little over 3 quarts of the Merc 3 generic brand automatic transmission fluid in it, plus a pint of the transmission flush. So I'll see what I got out of this one and add that much more of the Honda and take it for a spin, see if it feels any better or different. There was a huge difference after the first flush. Couldn't feel the shifts at all. Very smooth, didn't have any hesitations or anything like that. Now I'm sure that getting more of this nasty brown, old, worn out automatic transmission fluid out will make a big difference. Doing the math here on what I got out was a little under 3 quarts that time, and since I wasn't completely full after I did the flush last time, I'm just gonna put 3 full quarts in this time and see what that does for me. We're back with day 3, or flush 3 of the Honda Odyssey automatic transmission flush, and so we're gonna see how well the first 2 flushes have done on cleaning out and clearing up this transmission fluid. Looking for something hopefully a little more red and less brown than what I've seen in the past. Hey, that's a good sign. It's definitely more red than it was the last 2 times, which means I think it's working. So here's the old crush washer I'm gonna take off. And while I'm fighting that, this is the transmission flush that I used. It seemed like it was the best option that I had. There's one by Motor Medic that I couldn't find anywhere near me that I wanted to get. So if I do it next time, I might purchase that. But here goes our crush washer. Doesn't seem to have a front and back. And then do a little focusing. Looking pretty good on stuff that's on the magnet. It's a whole lot less track in there than in the past. So a drain and refill 3 times on the Honda Odyssey automatic transmission. Once with Mercon 3 and twice with Honda ATF. Ran me about $100 in parts and about 2 to 2.5 hours of time taking my time. Overall, fans running smooth, shifting smooth, and I'll probably plan on doing the next flush at maybe 45,000 miles from now or so, unless I see some symptoms sooner than that. Next up on my list to do are brakes for a 2006 Mariner, and then front shock and spring assemblies for the Honda. So thanks for tuning in.